Hello everyone, welcome to Pepcoding. Today we are here to solve a question named coin change permutation 1. Okay, so first of all, let's go read the question. We will see what the question is asking. After that, we will try to solve our problem. Okay, so in this question, what we are given an array that will consist the number of denominations and their value, right? So here we are having 5 denominations of value 2, 3, 5, 6 and 7, right? And after that we are given an amount to pay, that is 12 here, right? So in an array we are given the number of denominations and their value, and after that we have to pay an amount that is already given. Okay, so let's go on the board first. We'll discuss this question. After that we will try to solve this problem. So we are here. Okay, so let's take an example. We are having an array in which the number of coins are present. Just suppose 2, 3, 5, 7 and 9, right? And let's take amount to be paid equals to 12. Okay, this is done. Now we have to print all the permutation, non-duplicate permutations here, right? So let's go and see how we are going to do this. Okay, so on level 1, first of all, let's explore this. Let's make a tree to understand it in a better way. So our recursive tree will be like that. So on the first level, we have to pay the first installment of this amount, right? So what that can be? That can be any of these 5, right? So it can be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It can be either 2 or it can be either 3 or it can be either 5, 7 or 9, right? So we are having the total amount is 12, and here we are having 0, like we have paid 0. Now here we have paid 2 and the total number of amount that we have to pay is 12. Here the paid is 3 and total amount that we have to pay is 12. Here 5, 12, 7, 12 and 9 and 12, right? So here we have choose 2, 3, 5, 7 and 9. After that, now let's see how many options does this have. Here we have already choose 2. So what we have? We have 4 options. 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? Okay, let me make it properly. Okay, so here what we can use? We can use 3, 5, 7 and 9, because 2 we have already used. So 3, 5, 7 and 9. So if we use 3, the sum will be 5, total amount is 12. If we use 5, it will be 7 and 12, right? If we use 7, it will be 9 and 12, right? If you use 9, then it will be 11 and 12, right? Okay, now let's talk about this. Again, here also we have 4 options left. One is 2 and another is 5, another is 7, after that 9, right? So if you use 2, it will be 5, rest amount is 12. If you use 5, it will be 8, the rest amount is 12. If you use 7, it will be 10 and the rest amount is, and the total amount is 12. If you use 9, so it will be 12, right? So it met our total number of amount. Here we have paid it, right? So we don't need to go further from this point. Okay, so now let's talk about this point. Here what is going to happen? Here again we have 4 options. We have already used 5, so we have 2, 3, 7 and 9, right? So if you use 2, it will be 7, 12, and if you use 3, it will be 8, 12, and if you use 7, then it will be 12, 12, right? And if you use 9, it will be 14, 12. Okay, so here our the amount we have to pay, it is greater than the total amount, so we don't need to go further. We can't pay amount from here, from this way, right? And here we got our output. We paid the 12 rupees that we have to pay. Okay, and these two are less, so we'll continue from this point. After that, let's talk about this. Here also we have 4 options, this and this, right? Let's make it little clear. Yes, here again we have used 7, so now we have option 2, 3, 5 and 9, right? So actually here 2, 3, 7, 5 and 9. So if you use 2, it will be 9, 12. If you use 3, it will be 10, 12. If you use 5, it will be 12, 12. And if you use 9, so 9, 7, 16, 12 again. So this is gone. This is our output that we need, right? And this is less, this is also sorry, this is also less, right? So we'll continue. Now let's talk about this. Let's make some space. Okay, again here we have four options. Either we can use 2, or we can use 5, or we can use 7, or we missed 3, I think, right? So or we can use 3, right? So if you use 12, it will be 11 12. If you use 3, it will be 9 3 12 12. And if you use 5, it will be 14 12. And if you use 7, it will be 16 12, right? So these two are greater than the target, so this amount can't be paid using this pattern 9 5, more than that. So okay, now here we got our answer, so this is our answer, and here it is less, so we will continue. But you can see clearly that it is 11. To reach destination we need 1 rupees, right? But we don't have. We will continue, and again we will stuck at this position. We will cross the amount that we need, and after that we will return from that point, right? So in the same way, if we go on the another level, it again have 3 options, it also have 3 options, it also have 3 option, it also have 3 3 3 3, it also have 3, but we won't continue from this point because we got our, it also have 3, it also have 3. Okay, this is our answer, so no need to. Here we have 3 options, here also we have 3 options, here we have 3 options. Okay, so this is all, right? So in the same way we will continue to all the other level. And what is going to be the base case for this recursion call? Okay, let's forget about that for now. Let's go and implement what we have planned till now. Okay, after that we will come back and discuss the base case, and we will code that later, right? So let's go. So here on the editor, first of all, what we have to do, we have to traverse on the coins. Okay, we have to first use one coin, then second, then third, then fourth, right? Then we will run a for loop on our coins. So and I equals to 0, I is less than coins dot length I plus plus, right? Okay, this is done. Now what we need to use the coin. So if we are using a coin, what we have to do, we have to first check if I have not already used that coin, right? So for that, if there is a boolean array that will help us to identify which coin is used, right? Let me introduce you these also, these variables also. This is amount so far, like what amount we have paid till now, that will be stored in this variable. This is the total amount, our target amount, right? And this is answer so far, that will store our answer, right? So let's go. First of all, we have to check if we haven't already used that coin, right? So if I used I equals to true, for using we need it false. If it is false, it means we can use that coin, right? So first of all we will use it. So used I will be equals to true, right? This is done. And while backtracking, don't forget to make it false also. Okay, this is done. Between them we'll make our recursion call. So our recursion call is coin change. Inside this, first of all we have to send the coin, so that is going to be same, no changes. Amount so far, right? So if we have to pay the amount so far, so we have to add the current coin that we have used, right? So amount so far plus coins I, right? That is done. We have added the current coin that we have used. After that, the total amount that is going to be same, no difference in that. And then our answer so far. So answer so far, we will add the value inside this, right? So it will be coins, the coin that we have used, we will add that here, right? So okay, so what else we have to use? According to the pattern, we have to use a dash because this is in our output format. Adding the coin, we have to use a dash. We have to add the dash, right? So this is done. After that, we have to send our boolean array used. So that is going to be same. Okay, so we have made our call. Okay, this is the planning that we have done till now, right? So this part is done. Now let's go see the base case. So what is the base case? The first base case you can easily identify, I have marked when we reach our target, right? And second thing, I have also give you a hint of what. Look here, if our amount paid is greater than the amount that we have to pay, if that is the condition, it means we have exceeded the total amount that we have to pay. So we don't need to go further, right? We can't pay using that denominations. So we have to return from that condition also. So we have two conditions, right? The first one is if the amount paid is greater than the total amount that we have to pay. And the second condition is if our paid amount is equals to the amount that we have to pay, right? In this condition, we just have to return. We are not having our answer. But in this condition, we are having our answer, right? So we will print our denomination in this condition, and in this condition we will simply return. So we have two base condition. Let's go and code this. So here, first, if the amount so far paid is greater than the total amount, so it means the paid amount is exceeded than the total amount. So we have to return from this point because we can't pay. Else, if, what is the second if condition? If the amount so far is equal to the total amount, means we got our answer, we got our target. So we have to print those denominations, right? So system.out.print, and here we have to print our answer so far, and a dot also. This dot is for the format. Just look here, we have a dot at last after printing our denominations, right? So this is just for that. And after doing this, what we have to do, we have to return. Very simple. I hope you got that. Now let's go and run this code. Okay, so it is successfully accepted. Now let's submit this code. So it is passed for all the test cases. I hope you have learned something. Please like and share the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.